11 Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the Simulation Football League.
For the Week 8 Fan Night Game of the Week, as the 6-0 Seattle Tyrants get set to take on the 6-1 Baltimore Vultures. Good evening, everyone. I am Mike Daggs, your play-by-play commentator tonight. Alongside me in the booth is the Hall of Famer, the Bronze Bomber, quarterback of the Mexico City Aztecs, Matt Wilson. With us tonight on stats, we have Nathan Blake and Ashley Jackson. You're watching the Simulation Football League, presented by APM Music on the 11 Sports Network. Matt, how are you doing tonight?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited for tonight's game.
As am I, Matt. Both of these teams came into Week 7 undefeated. Seattle took care of business at home against the Oklahoma City Renegades to advance to 6-0. Baltimore was on the road in Sioux Falls, and they looked like they were caught with their guard down a little bit, and the Sparrows pulled off the surprising upset, doing a fantastic job of shutting down the top offensive weapon on this squad and running back T-Roy Gaines. Baltimore is back at home this week and looking to get back on their feet. Gaines isn't the type of person to have two bad outings in a row. I expect to see a heavy dose of him tonight. What are you expecting to see, Matt?
Yeah, I would agree with you there. T-Roy Gaines is one of the best running backs in the league and needs to be involved early and often in the game plan. On the other side, Seattle's offense runs through quarterback Jacques Luyendula. Going into this week, he was the most efficient quarterback in the SFL. Overall, I'm expecting a dogfight between these two heavy hitters. Who will come out on top, Mike? There's only one way to find out, and that's
on the field. Absolutely, Matt. And we will head down to the field momentarily to get this one started. So, heading into Week 7, I was kind of hoping to see a couple of undefeated teams here tonight, but Sioux Falls with that upset was able to ruin that for us, I guess. But hey, what can you do? 6-0 versus 6-1. It's still going to be a fantastic ball game tonight. The Tyrants are set to kick this one away, and Baltimore will get the first crack at it. And we are underway here in Vultures Field in Baltimore, Maryland. Kick taken by Giovanni Bolt all the way up to the 29-yard line, where Baltimore will get the first crack at it, led by quarterback Mike Dazzo, 8 seasons in the league. Halfback is T-Roy Gaines. We mentioned him in the opening. Wide receivers are Bishop Warfield and Daley Holder. And the tight end on the Vultures is number 83. Great number for tight ends, Matt. Lloyd Graham Jr.
how much you love those tight ends.
Dazzo in the gun on first down. Takes the snap, breaks through the sack, throws it downfield, and then nearly intercepted.
Well, that's not getting T-Roy involved early and often. I'd love to see him hand him off. This Seattle defense is pretty vicious on quarterbacks, so I would tend to lead towards running the ball early on and see where it gets you.
Second down and 10. Two wide receivers in an I formation. Dazzo to throw, quick pass over the middle. That one is complete. Wow. Somehow he caught that ball. Daley Holder with the reception.
Man, I don't know. Playing with fire early on. That one could have been easily intercepted as well. So Baltimore planning to air it out. I don't know about this strategy.
3 wide split backs in the backfield. Ball is handed off. First carry for Gaines on the night, and he gains only 1 yard. And Matt, that was a bit of an issue for the Vultures last week, as T-Roy Gaines, 29 carries. He only had 72 yards out of those 29 carries, averaged what I believe is a career low 2.5 yards per carry. His longest run of the day, Matt, was only 14 yards.
Yeah, big Denzel Maverick, a player on this defense, stopping him there. Got to run behind your fullback.
Ball is checked down to Gaines, had a nice block out in front of him. Was able to gain about 4 yards there. Will bring up 3rd down and 4. And let's take a look at the key players here on this Seattle Tyrants defense. You mentioned Denzel Maverick, the big 6'6" defensive tackle. The man is huge. Defensive end is Jukin Rukin. Linebacker is E.K. Vinson. Cornerbacks are Iverson Gamble and Mario Martino. Safeties are Pete Mitchell, who signed with the team this past week, Mahmoud Ajlani, and Kane Vasquez. Gaines takes the catch out of the backfield and powers his way through to the 45-yard line for a first down.
Well, it doesn't matter how you use them, at least use them. And smart play, avoids the pass rush for Seattle, and get your first down, keep on trucking.
First down and 10 from the Seattle 45-yard line. Opening possession for the Vultures. For the Vultures. Going well so far. Dazzo hands the ball off to Gaines, stuffed right at the line of scrimmage again. And Matt, this is somewhat reminiscent of what we saw last week.
T-Roy's having flashbacks. They're not good. They seem to have that middle gummed up pretty well. They might try some off-tackle stuff.
If you'd like to join in with the live chat, we have players, owners, coaches, all in a live chat taking place right now on the 11 Sports Network Twitch page. It's twitch.tv/11sportsnext. There's the kind of gain we're used to seeing out of T-Roy Gaines, all the way up to the 39-yard line, that time gaining about 6 on the play.
This time they used the fullback effectively. A couple of plays ago, they had the fullback back there, but they just ran to T-Roy directly. I don't like that. If you're going to have the fullback in there, use him.
Third down and 4. Gaines takes the handoff, runs up the middle, trying to power his way through, but can't quite get there, and it looks like this drive will stall out at the 36-yard line, tackled by E.K. Vincent, the 4-season linebacker.
They might bring out the Shark.
Shark Tarkington, we'll see, or they might just go for it. Can't see the formation here. It looks like they might go for this one, Matt. I wouldn't be all surprised to see them snap this one.
I don't mind the call. If you turn it over, 36 is almost as good as a kickoff anyways.
And Dazzo doing the hard count here. And here's going to burn a timeout. They did not snap the ball. And I don't know, maybe a little early to waste a timeout. When you have a back like T-Roy, Matt, I think you just run it.
Yeah, if he doesn't get it, you're at the 30, 35, 36. If you kick the ball off, they're going to get it at the 25, 26. And if you're going to punt it out, now let's say if they bring out Tarkington or not. If they do, then maybe it's
field goal,
here.
And it is.
Here comes the Shark.
Shark Tarkington on for a long field goal try. This one will be from 53 yards out from the left hash. His long on the season is 45 yards, but he is perfect so far on the season, 14 of 14. Here comes kick number 15. The snap from the left hash. Kick is up on its way, and it is no short.
Well, it was a long one. I don't know what the wind situation is, but whoa, man, they hit the crossbar.
Yeah, wow.
About
So
a
he
yard
probably could have made that from 52 yards out. So something to keep an eye on heading this direction for the remainder of the night. Tarkington's first miss on the season, and like I said, Matt, his long was a 45-yarder, so that one was 8 yards deeper than that. Time to see what the Tyrants can do on offense. Jock Luyendula under center hands the ball off to Zach Sandlin. Sandlin rumbles up the middle for a gain of 5, and let's take a look at the rest of the key players here on this Seattle offense. Mentioned quarterback Jacques Luyendula, his 4th season in the league. He's bounced around to a few different teams, starting out with San Francisco, then to Carolina. Here he is on Seattle. Zach Sandlin is the running back. Wide receivers are Mason Kirby, Jr., Senior the third, and Nick Castle, signing last week. Tight end is Tristan Carr. Sandlin taking the handoff up the middle, gains about 4, will bring up a manageable 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, and if they can't stop Sandlin, it's going to be a long night for the Vulture defense. He's the kind of guy, body blow after body blow after body blow. He's not a big home run threat, but 5-6 yards, that'll hurt your defense after a while.
2 wide receivers lined up to the right side of the formation, offset eyes. Sandlin taking the handoff up the middle, and the defense swarms around him and makes the tackle. Joe Dazzo in on the stop.
Guy's been in the SFL forever.
He has. He's also been in for 8 seasons, just like Mike Dazo. That'll bring a quick 3-and-out end to Seattle's first drive of the night. Geronimo Coffin's on for the punt. Standing back at his own 39-yard line, punts it back to Bolt, who takes it at the 10-yard line, breaks through a couple of tackles, gets up to the 24-yard line. What can the Vultures do on their second drive? Stay tuned and find out. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports. Okay, I was just reading it. You good? Oh no, the poor little green guy is crushed by the big word debt. Not much of a delay on Twitch tonight. No score yet here in the first quarter. 5 minutes, 48 seconds to go. Baltimore getting set to start their second drive of the night. Along with Matt Wilson, I am Mike Daggs in the booth for you this evening. Dazo to throw on first down. Pressure was coming, gets the pass away, but that one is incomplete. Well defended by the Tyrants.
Yeah, with Maverick and Rukin on this line, I much prefer quick outs, shotgun, slants. Don't sit in the pocket for too long or you're going to get eaten up in a hurry.
Combined 13 sacks between the two of them. They are quite the force to be reckoned with, Matt. 3 wide on second down. Gaines takes a handoff, running straight up the middle again, this time able to force his way up for about 4 yards. He was hit right at the line yet again and able to get a few off of that one.
I got 4. That's great. Unfortunately, it's third down on that second. So they're going to go to the air.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe a little T-Roy screen. Have to see how the defense. Nope, no screen here, I don't think.
Yeah, it could be. Trips formation to the top. One receiver to the bottom. Dazo in the gun. High snap, Dazo corrals it in. Quick pass down the right sideline, and that one's nearly picked off. Probably should have been. Martino had his hands on it. Would have been his first pick of the season, believe it or not.
That was not a great throw by Dazo. It looked like he was throwing to the defender.
No, very underthrown on that one. Brings up a fourth down, and the second drive for the Vultures will stall out. Pablo Gates on to punt for the first time tonight for the Vultures. Punt is away. They're calling for the fair catch back at the 38-yard line. And let's take a look at the players that have signed this past week. There are 1 on each of these teams. You can see everybody that signed throughout the week across the league. For the Seattle Tyrants, number 20, the free safety, Pete Mitchell, appearing in his first game. And for the Vultures, number 55, Sir Ron Yates IV, the outside linebacker. Short pass over the middle, dumped down to Mason Kirby's good for a gain of 3. Let's take a look at the key players here on this Baltimore Vultures defense. Defensive end, Chad Rowland, number 71. We mentioned outside linebacker Joe Dazo, number 47. Sir Ron Yates IV joining this week, and outside linebacker Amon Takes at inside linebacker. Cornerbacks are Kaz McFly and Hendricks Wild Thornberry. Safeties are Tony Willis and Giovanni Bolt. That one good for a gain up to the 47-yard line. Will bring up a third down and manageable 1.
Yeah, it's typical Sandlin special. I would just expect, even though they didn't get it the last time, them to feed Sandlin up the middle here and see how he goes.
Zach Sandlin averaging 4.9 yards per carry on the season. Should be good for one, but it looks like a long one. I think that's more like 1.5. And they will throw. Luyendula firing into traffic over the middle, and that one is incomplete. Trying to hit his tight end, Tristan Carr. Well defended by the new linebacker, Sir Ron Yates IV.
Yeah, Yates gets his hands in there, and I think the one of the safeties did as well. One got him high, one got him low, and Carr just couldn't reel it in.
You're watching the Simulation Football League on the 11 Sports Network. If you'd like to find out more about our league, you can visit our website, simulationfl.net. There you'll find a link to join our Discord community, and you too can become part of the action. You can go from the couch to the field, just like several players have this past week. Just visit our website. You can find that link to Discord. If you don't know what Discord is, no problem. Just click the link and it'll tell you all about it. It's just a free software you can download to your computer. You can also get an app for your phone, create a free account, and you will join the Simulation Football League server and just join in. Go to the introductions channel. Tell us a little bit about yourself. We'll get you added in right away, and you can start chatting with team owners and try to find your place in the league. Not interested in having a player? There's a lot of other stuff you can do in the league as well, and we'll get into that later throughout the night. T-Roy Gaines with a lot more of a T-Roy Gaines type run than we've seen at all tonight out of him, and that one's good for a gain of 11 up to the 31-yard line. And, Matt, that's what we expected to see.
Well, the blockers did their job. I mean, look at this hole T-Roy has to run through. No one touches him until he gets about 9 yards, and then he just powers through for the first down.
T-Roy Gaines, 835 yards on the season coming into the night. 9 touchdowns. That's tied for third place in the league amongst running backs, averaging 4.9 per carry. Also has over 300 yards through the air, Matt, and a touchdown receiving as well. And Dazzle goes down. Denzel Maverick, the big defensive tackle that you mentioned earlier, Matt, getting his 8th sack on the season.
Welcome to the danger zone.
The Maverick. Yep, 7.5 sacks for Denzel Maverick coming into the night. That makes 8.5 for him. Jukin Rukin, not shown on the list. He's down at 5.5, but he's just barely off the list. Dazzo with a quick throw over the middle. Daly Holder, I believe, on the reception there, up to the 39-yard line. And nope, that's Lloyd Graham Jr.
We got juniors, we got fourths, we got thirds on other teams, man. We got
junior, senior, the third over on Seattle.
Yeah, there's just legacy people everywhere.
Right, many a generation. 3rd and 1. Dazzle checks it down to Gaines. Plenty of room to run out in front of him. Look at that stiff arm. My goodness.
Get off me, sir.
He just ran up to Gamble and said, "Sit down, son." Threw him right into the turf. That's embarrassing.
Well, I mean, I'm sure he's got a lot of frustration over the last couple of games. He's just like, "Here, taking us out on you, sir."
Oh, that's just rude.
I like that. Yeah, sit down. Eat my sideline. It's my sideline.
That is just rude, T-Roy. These men have families, T-Roy.
Agreed.
My goodness. You can also find the Simulation Football League on social media. Instagram is one of many. Andy Hamilton leading our social media team and does a fantastic job of that. Dazzo back to throw on 1st down, steps to the right, checks it down to Gaines. Gaines with a gain of 4 on the play, gets all the way up to the Seattle 46-yard line. Now in Seattle territory as we tick down under 2 minutes here in the first quarter.
That just could be how they're going to get Gaines involved in this game, or give him some checkdowns. Seattle might be just keying on the runs up the middle. So we're to the outside.
Gaines running up the middle on that one. Gains about 3 yards and gets up to the 44-yard line.
Not a very generous spot. I thought he was closer to 3rd and 1.5, but, his butt must have hit.
During these games, there's a live chat that's going on. You can see it now on your screen. Twitch.tv/11sportsnext is where you can go if you'd like to join in on that chat. You can chat with the players, owners, coaches, everybody involved in this team, and the broadcasters too. We're keeping an eye on that chat now. As you can see, T-Roy Gaines says he has no family. Well, T-Roy, that's okay. Iverson Gamble might, though. So I'm just throwing him into the dirt. Oof. Oh, man.
Well, there's Yates the fourth. I'm sure he has a lot of family.
Well, right. I mean, just going by the name alone, one must assume. Split backs in the backfield. First down and 10. Gaines hit right at the line and brought right down. Tackled on the play by Bones Malone Jr.
And again, it's tough to run when your fullback runs the opposite way of where you're handing the ball off.
You got to follow it.
Especially with this. Well, I think that's the design. Maybe some misdirection, but when you never run the fullback, I don't think they're worried about it.
3 receivers lined up to the top of the screen. Dazzo to throw. Dazzo with plenty of time decided to check it down to Gaines behind the line of scrimmage, and E.K. Vincent read that one like a book, tackling him for a loss. 3rd and 12 coming up.
Yeah, Vincent's been around the league for a while, and I saw that T-Roy blocked for a second, and then no one was available, so he just tried to leak out there, but Vincent was all over it.
5 wide on 3rd down. We'll see if they can get this snap off as we tick down to the end of the first quarter. This will be the final play of the first quarter, and look at that, wide open. Caught by Daly Holder all the way up to the 18-yard line, and that is going to be how we bring this first quarter to an end. Baltimore Vultures on the move, Matt.
I don't know. Holder didn't want any more, try to get any more yards. Nice post, and then he just kind of says, I'm done.
Momentum just carries him out of bounds. We're scoreless after 1 quarter of action, but Baltimore is knocking on Seattle's door. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the 11 Sports Network. We'll take a short break, and we'll get right back to this one. Stay tuned. And welcome back. We'll get the second quarter started here in Baltimore. I'm Mike Daggs, joined in the booth by the Hall of Fame quarterback of the Mexico City Aztecs, Matt the Bronze Bomber Wilson.
2 L's, don't you forget it.
2 L's in Wilson, folks. 2 L's. Split backs in the backfield. Dazzo hands the ball off to Gaines. Gaines with running room. Gets his way up to the 11-yard line. 2nd down and 4 to get this quarter started.
This time they didn't follow the fullback either, but maybe eat my words to get 6. So, because it does work every once in a while.
Yeah, Gaines says, I don't need a fullback, Matt.
Everybody needs a little fullback sometimes.
Offset out formation on 2nd down. Gaines takes the check down. Gets his way inside the 5. It'll be a 1st down and goal.
I saw that play set up, and I thought, well, Seattle's got plenty of guys at the top of the screen to stop this. They kind of went backwards, and look at that big block by Big 67. It seals that off, and T-Roy reaching ever so closer to the end zone.
You see how Gamble came flying in there that time, Matt, and wrapped him up and brought him down like, stiff arm this. Didn't work.
1-1.
Yeah. Gaines 1, Gamble 1. Who's going to win that battle? We'll find out. Dazzo in the gun. Fires towards the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Yeah, great grab there. They caught Seattle in a goal line formation, man coverage, and just beat his man inside. Is that Warfield? I'm trying to get the number.
That was Warfield. Yep.
Yeah, Warfield. The nice inside move there, just totally roasted the corner. Just a nice, easy throw for the vet, Mike Dazzo.
Extra point try coming up. Shark Tarkington kicks it, and it is good. Baltimore takes a 7-0 lead here early in the second quarter. quick slant was all it took to finish that drive off. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the 11 Sports Network. Stay with us. Tonight's Simulation Football League broadcast on the 11 Sports Network is presented by APM Music, Production Music Library, and Custom Music House. And brought to you in part by Fuel Beyond Imagination. Visit the all-new SFLinteractive.net today. By Matt Doyle Designs, the official branding partner of the SFL. And by MediaTek Institute. Turn your passion into your profession. Aerial shots brought to you by Airviews, united by Drone. Visit airviews.com to see more drone footage. So take a look out at the Bay in Baltimore. 7-0 Baltimore here at home. Tarkington with his hand in the air, ready to get this next drive started for Seattle. Ball kicked 1 yard deep into the end zone. He will take it out. Brings it up to the 22-yard line, where we will see Jacques Luyendula get the next drive going. Matt, we've only seen Luyendula throw 2 pass attempts tonight. Completed one of them, but that one did not go for very much. It was a gain of only 3. You know, we've seen a heavy dose of Sandlin. When I say heavy dose, he's only carried it 4 times. Seattle really hasn't gotten a lot of opportunities yet. See what they can do here.
Yeah, involve Sandlin, always a good idea.
Luyendula to throw on first down. That one's picked off. Intercepted by Kaz McFly, and he's going to take it to the house. Baltimore on the board again. Touchdown. Wow, what a quick score for Baltimore, Matt.
Yeah, a real bolt of lightning there by McFly.
Kaz McFly, 6 interceptions on the season, make it 7. He's tied for second place in interceptions. Who's he tied with? Hendricks Thornberry, his fellow teammate on the other side.
Grabbed that ball and took off like a bolt of lightning. He was gone at 88 miles per hour. And that's a little bit of bad news for Seattle, because, like you said, you want to involve Sandlin, and the farther you get behind, the less that running game can be effective.
Kaz McFly with 2 interceptions last week. Gets one here early in the second quarter tonight. Low snap. Kick is up. Wow, barely got that one away. And Baltimore quickly extends their lead 14-0 over the undefeated Seattle Tyrants.
Could the O go?
The O
Stay
could go,
tuned.
but that's not the O that they want to go, Matt.
Well,
That's
it's still
your
an
line
O.
for winless teams.
It works both ways.
You take a look at the chat, the reaction from that pick six. Kaz McFly's first pick six of the season. Hendricks Thornberry has a pick six as well. Both of them just picking balls off like crazy. That one 3 yards deep in the end zone, returned out to the 20. And let's see if Seattle can get something going on this drive, Matt. It's been a rocky start for the Tyrants.
Yeah, I mentioned Louis Dula's efficiency. Well, it's taken a nosedive in this game so far.
Yeah,
they need to get back to the ground.
And you're absolutely right. I mean, he is, I think you said, the most efficient QB in the league. 7 picks on the season, now 8. 7 picks was actually the lowest in the league amongst quarterbacks that started the season and are still on rosters today. That ball handed off to Sandlin.
There you go.
There's your heavy dose of Sandlin you asked for, Matt. Nice gain of 9 to get this one started. And now they can pretty much do whatever they'd like here on 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much investment in the D line, so I'd give Sandlin the ball at least 25 times during this game, and see what he can do. And it sets up Louis Dula in much more manageable spots.
Well, he carried the ball 26 times for 134 yards last week, so that definitely is a good formula for success. Out route to the left-hand side, that one is complete. Junior, senior, the third, hauling that one in for a first down.
And we've seen teams sometimes be too smart for their own good. They're like, well, the running game's working, but teams know we're going to run, so we're going to pass. Well, maybe you shouldn't go towards one other extreme. If it's working, modify things slightly, but keep your base offense.
Tyrants beating Oklahoma City in Seattle last week, 35-17. Having a rough start tonight, and Louis Dula is about to go down again, sacked. This time, I can't quite see who that one is. He's standing sideways, man. That's a whole lot of man. Looks like Albert Butler.
It's the big Butler. He'll serve you some fish and chips and also sack you.
6'1", 313 pounds. That is a wide man.
Thank you, sir.
Would you like another? No, I would not.
No, thank you.
Louis Dula. Yeah, no, thanks. Louis Dula actually threw 3 picks last week, man. Almost doubling his interception total. Sandlin running up the middle, trying to regain some yards. Gains the sack yardage back and then 1. 3rd down and 9 coming up, and Louis Dula is going to likely have to throw here, Matt.
And that's the play you'd want to see on 1st down.
Yeah.
But not on 2nd down. I mean, it does make it a manageable 3rd, but now look at this. Sandlin's out of the game. It's a weapon off. So hopefully Louis Dula can maintain his composure under this pass rush.
5 wide for Seattle, throwing over the middle, wide open.
Nice.
Complete to Tristan Carr. 1st down and 10, now in Baltimore territory.
They're driving the car down the field. Carr, one of the better tight ends in the league. Showing you right there, running a very precise route. Wow. You see that change of direction? Fooled even me.
Yeah, plucked it right out of the sky. Good use of his hands. 1st down and 10. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Little in and out there. Just shake that defender right off.
Trips formation to the right side of the line. Louis Dula to throw. Out route to the bottom of the screen. Caught by Carr. Momentum carries him out of bounds. 6-yard gain. 2nd down and 4.
Well, Mike, if you don't know what to do, what should they do? Hashtag?
Throw it to the tight end, Matt. It's
exactly.
Always a key for success.
I can't say I disagree after this past week's game.
We had quite a good game, Matt.
Yeah, we did.
It was a lot of fun. 2nd down and 4. Split backs in the backfield. 2 receivers lined up to the right.
Bump man, take a deep shot.
Louis Dula, quick pass over the middle. That one's incomplete. Threw it a little too far out in front of his target, trying to hit junior, senior, the 3rd.
There's also a lot of traffic there. He might have got bumped off a little bit, but in SFL and PI, we play it a little loose and fast in the SFL. You know, you got to really mug a guy for PI. No ticky-tack stuff around here. Unless it's clipping.
Oh, yes. Matt's favorite penalty in the league, clipping. 3rd
way
down
up at the top.
and 4. Yeah, they could do a quick slant there, and they throw it over the middle to Carr. He catches it up to the 30-yard line. first down, and the drive will keep on going for Seattle. And, Matt, down 2 touchdowns, obviously plenty of game left to go.
Oh, yeah.
But it would definitely be good for Seattle to get some points on the board here, even if it's just 3. You don't want to kick it back to Baltimore and risk falling 3 touchdowns behind.
Yeah, they're already in field goal range, but you'd like to see 7 for sure.
Uyundula finds his target down the right sideline. That one's Tristan Carr yet again.
They're taking your advice, Mike.
Yeah, just keep throwing it to him. I like it. Carr likes it. Hey, Uyundula likes it.
Going for a nice long drive in the Tristan Carr. Wide open on the post route there, and just keep rolling.
Tristan Carr, 214 yards coming into the night. So he's not one of the more heavily used tight ends, but obviously being featured here this evening quite a bit. Has 5 touchdowns, though, on the season. That's good for tied 3rd place in the league amongst tight ends. Had a touchdown last week. His longest reception was 12 yards. He's already beat last night. Sandlin rumbling up the middle for 6 yards. Gets it inside the 10-yard line. 2nd down.
This is why in a minute. Oh. There's our rushing league leaders, and there you go. There's T-Roy and Sandlin, 3 and 4. I mean, it doesn't get too much better than that unless you're Reggie's freaking Streeter.
Well, Streeter's numbers are a little skewed by one game where he went off and, just went ahead and set a league record. No big deal.
Hey, you don't subtract it. It's just part of the game.
Sandlin rumbling up the middle and into the end zone for a touchdown. Broke about 6 tackles on the way into the end zone.
See what I mean by not outsmarting yourself? Sandlin, boom, just running over that poor soul. And, it could have gone with a pass there, but why? When you have Sandlin, he's a red zone magnet for touchdowns.
Everybody just reaching out, getting their hands on him, but couldn't quite stop him. That gets him into the end zone for his 5th rushing touchdown on the season. Sandlin had a touchdown last week as well in his game with 134 yards on 26 carries, Matt. That was an impressive outing for him, and he's off to a nice start here in the 2nd quarter after a slow start in the beginning. Extra point is up and through. Baltimore 14, Seattle 7. Baltimore will get another shot on offense here after a short break. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the 11 Sports Network, presented by APM Music. Welcome back to Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore about to get the ball back and see if they can answer back to Seattle's touchdown. Kick taken back at the 10-yard line, returned up to the 31. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the 11 Sports Network. How can you join? Head over to our website, simulationfl.net. There you will see a link to our Discord server. If you click that link, you can join our Discord community and become part of the action. You can have a player on a team, or you can join one of our many different groups within the league and help out in many different ways. We have Nathan Blake and Ashley Jackson on our stats team tonight, providing us with live stats. You could join in on that as well. You could also join the broadcast team if you like. If you ever thought about trying broadcasting, believe it or not, no experience required. You just have to have a love for football, and you want to get in on this broadcasting action. Matt, you got me involved in it a few seasons ago, and we're having a blast with it.
That's right. It's a party every Monday night.
Yeah, it is.
I bring the tequila.
I don't think I got mine.
Oh, sorry.
Dazzo with a deep throw over the middle. Beautiful pitch and catch to Bishop Warfield. Huge gain all the way up to the Seattle 39-yard line.
Yeah, I'm surprised again. No T-Roy, but great grab by Warfield. Great throw by Dazzo. And yeah, that was one of those ones. Fitted in that window precisely. And now Baltimore's on the move.
And T-Roy Gaines going to spend some time on the pine right now as the Vultures come out 5 wide, going deep down the field to Warfield again. Another big completion in Warfield now with 51 yards on 3 receptions.
So that one from Tallahassee, I always call it Tallahassee special. Shotgun corner route, and you're playing zone. You gotta get that. I mean, there's nobody there. A lot of times you'll see the defender try to make a play for the ball, and sometimes they make it, sometimes they don't. But there's no one in that zip code. So luckily Dazzo didn't lead him anymore. That's 6.
Just inside 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Baltimore looking to extend their lead even further. Offset I formation on 1st down and 10 from the Seattle 14-yard line. Gaines takes a handoff, runs up the middle.
Oof.
Tries to spin off his first tackle and quickly gets hit. Brought down after a gain of 3.
Well, Gaines is fresh. That's his first carry on the drive. So wonder if they're going to use him again here on 2nd and 7. I wouldn't mind seeing it. Or if they're going to go back to the air. They got the fullback in.
Gaines with 38 yards on the ground today. Dazzo checking it down to the fullback.
Timber.
Good for a gain of about 6 yards. They'll bring them up to the 5-yard line. 3rd down and 1.
Lucky that worked. I've seen the woes of throwing to fullbacks this week. Lots of bouncing off the hands. They're not known for their hands.
No, they're known more as blocking, but in
Maybe
this
we'll
case,
see it here.
You've seen the fullback just kind of being used as a decoy, running the opposite direction of Gaines.
Weird set by Seattle here with this heavy set.
Dazzo under center. Dazzo will throw. Gaines wide open at the top of the screen. Has a blocker.
Whoa!
Wow, the block was immediately shed, but gets his way up to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal.
Man, there was 2 exciting plays on there. The corner just murdered the blocker, but Gaines went around him and then shoved another man to the ground. And this has got to be Gaines' territory. Just give it to him 3 straight times, and if you don't score, you got 3 at least from the Shark.
That was the tackle. Ted McClintock, 6'4", almost 300 pounds, just getting knocked down by a corner. Gaines running up the middle, met at the line by E.K. Vincent, tackled, no gain on the play, 2nd and goal.
Well, that running 3 times, maybe not so much. Maybe now you try to catch him a little off guard with a screen. Don't go too fancy, but get him out in space, because if you look at the way they're crowding the line here, little dump off, little screen to the bottom might just be what the doctor ordered.
Gaines running up the middle again, met right at the line again, wrapped up and brought down by Terry Tukar. 3rd down and goal, loss of 1 on the play. And Matt, that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
So quickly.
Yeah, game is just flying by. We are going to take a short break, and then we'll wrap up the first half. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on the 11 Sports Network. Third down and goal from the 3-yard line. I formation. Dazzo under center. Dazzo hands the ball off to Gaines, and Matt, gave him bad advice. Matt stopped again, and another loss of 2 brings up a 4th and goal. Run it 3 times, you say?
Well, after the second one, I said maybe a screen would be in order. They could have run it there. I have seen it out of a heavy set, but well, at least they get the Shark out here. He'll probably make this field goal, knock on the metal I have, and it'll be a 2-score game.
The left-footed Shark Tarkington from the right hash. This one from 21 yards out. Missed from 53 earlier, heading the... And the kick is good from 21. Baltimore extends their lead 17-7 over Seattle.
Well, the good news that is for Baltimore, it's only 10, so you got a minute 17. You got to be aggressive here. You can't go into the half down 10. At least not with at least making your best effort. Try to score some points. Oh,
Kick return well covered by the Vultures special teams unit, tackled back at the 18-yard line. Nick Castle with the kick return.
so this is dangerous territory. They didn't get very far on that return. Are they just going to play it safe? But even if they do, a Sandlin run could net them 10 yards to call a timeout in business. We'll have to see.
First down and 10 from the 18-yard line. Luyendula back to throw. Quick pass over the middle into traffic, and somehow that one was caught. Wow, triple coverage. Senior with the
JS3.
reception. Less than a minute to go. 3 timeouts for Seattle. They hand the ball off to Sandlin. Sandlin rumbles up the middle for a gain of 4. Second down and 6.
Interesting.
Luyendula back to pass, throwing it over the middle again. That one incomplete. Pass was intended for backup tight end Sam Adams. Third down and 6, and Matt will get a second to kind of regroup here now.
It's probably for the best. That formation wasn't super great for passing. I'd like another receiver on the field. Get Carr out there and get him in a gun. I want to see a gun. Yep. Just be
5
careful.
wide.
Be careful. Get that clock in your head. Don't take a sack.
Well, when you got McFly and Thornberry in the secondary here, 13 picks between the two of them, it's always dangerous to pass. Short pass over the middle is good for a first down, and Seattle will call their first timeout.
Yeah, I guess they're trying to save time. I guess it did save 10 seconds, so I can't complain, but I like the set they were in against that defense. Too bad. But, I mean, even a field goal, it's a one-score game. Luyendula's just got to get his head on straight and not throw a pick here and not get destroyed on a sack.
4 wide, Sandlin back out on the field. Luyendula under center. Luyendula drops back to pass, has time, fires down the left-hand sideline. Wide open target, complete for a nice gain up to the 31-yard line.
That's when you want to use your timeouts right there. Bakadu, a bench player making a big play. Hey, when you're called on, man, doesn't matter where you are in the lineup, how much you get paid. Make plays like that. That's how you get signed for big money.
Yeah, he's got one of the more unique names in the league. I believe his last name's actually pronounced Vacado.
Oh, well, swing and a miss by old Matt. I will just let you pronounce the names from now on.
2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends in the formation here on first down and 10. 33 seconds to go in the half. Luyendula back to throw. We'll check it down to Sandlin behind the line of scrimmage. Sandlin with impressive yardage. No. First down and 10 inside the red zone, but the clock keeps on ticking. They're saving that 1 timeout. They might have one play left. Sense of urgency here. Luyendula, short pass over the middle, dumping it down to Mason Kirby, and they burn their final timeout. Second down and 2 from the 11. 10 seconds, Matt. Do you think they'll just trot out the kicker here?
I would. With this pass rush, if you get sacked, it could be all over.
Well, and you don't want to throw it and have either of these corners pick it off and take it all the way back to the house. Both Kaz McFly and Hendricks Thornberry, both with pick 6s on the season now. McFly getting his earlier this evening.
Just take your 3 or down a possession. Perfect.
Yep. No snap, but from the left hash, kick is up, and it is good from 28 yards out. 6 seconds to go here.
Chip shot for Mr. Chip Longfellow. Man, our SFL kicker is getting fatter, and we need a diet program. Excuse me, slightly over the average BMI.
Yeah, well, Matt, always the judgmental type. You can follow the SFL on Twitter at SimulationFL. Use the hashtag Make an Impact and spread the word. Or, if you'd like to get on my good side, use the hashtag Throw It to the Tight End, because tight ends matter, Matt. We are people too. Giovanni Bolt taking the kick all the way up to the 28-yard line, and I would expect to see a handoff to T-Roy and finish this half out, Matt.
Yeah, just don't let T-Roy get a home run on you. It's definitely possible even from the 28. So play the run, but don't stack the box too crazy. Well, they are. So we'll see what happens. No, the other two safeties in the back. We're playing it a little bit safe here.
Yeah, they're fine. They're fine. But Dazzle's going to throw, surprising us all out. Pitches it down to Gaines. Gaines with some room to run. Some nice moves, but that's going to be the final play of the first half. Your score after one quarter of play, Seattle 10, Baltimore 17. I mean, one half of play. That'd be 2 quarters, Matt. Not 1 quarter.
That's why you're the play-by-play guy.
I'm not sure what that means, but that'll bring us to the 2K Sports halftime show. We'll take a look at the first half stats and some highlights.
Yeah, it was a Baltimore got out quick, but Seattle responded nicely to make this a close game.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at the breakdown of the teams in the first half. Yeah, that's about as similar as they can be, but obviously two big differences there, Matt. The time of possession and turnovers.
Yeah, turnover. That one turnover could have.
Obviously the extra point 2 cost them 7 points, but and that's right now. That's the difference in the ball game is 7 points on behalf of the Baltimore Vultures. So there's the pick 6 right there.
And when you get two teams that are both kind of highly skilled, highly rated, just good teams, 1 or 2 turnovers could be all the difference in the game. It's not like some games where you throw 5 picks and still win the game. I doubt that would happen with these two teams. Dazzler throwing a dart there in that corner route.
Yeah, it was nice to see him getting the. I know that you want to see a heavy dose of T-Roy Gaines, but it was nice to see them getting the passing game going. A couple of deep passes to Warfield. There was a nice deep pass for the Tyrants. Love seeing some of those deep throws down the sideline.
Yeah, well, my criticism was them not using Sandlin enough, and they used him right in the red zone and finished off that nice drive where I think, I don't know, Tristan Carr had about 3 straight catches for over 10 apiece.
We'll get the second half started. And Matt, that's always how you want to end your first half, right? You kick the field goal to close the lead down from 10 down to 7, and now you get the ball right back. Seattle will get another shot at it on offense with Matt Wilson. I am Mike Daggs in the booth for you this evening. Kick taken out of the end zone by Castle. Returned up to the 22-yard line. Jacques Luyendula will get the offense back out onto the field. First half stats for Luyendula, 11 of 15 for 126 yards. Matt, he has no touchdowns, and he does have that pick that went for a pick 6. Otherwise, 73% of his passes have been completed. So not a bad outing for Luyendula. Like you said, he's an efficient QB, but they want to get that O off the touchdown column and see a touchdown through the sky. Luyendula to throw here on first down. Passes it over the middle. That one is caught for a first down, and get this drive started with a quick and easy pitch and catch for a first.
Yeah, I mean, every time you get a first down on first down, it's always a great sign for your drive. I mean, that's what it is. It's a first down on first down.